Hi everyone, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. So today I have this box here of what I have been warming, and then I do have a couple of candles to share that I've been burning as well. So let's get right into it. So first off, for non-Scentsy Scentsy non-wax products, I have one Lonely dryer disc in Clean Breeze. Clean Breeze is no longer in the laundry line. So what I do with my dryer disc is I have like 3, I think, in my actual dryer. And then at the start of every month, because I get my dryer disc in my bi-monthly Scentsy Club, at the start of every month, I go through the ones in my dryer, and basically whichever one smells like the least, I just take that out and then I put a fresh one in. So that's how I continue to like rotate through my dryer disc, and it's worked fine for me. But that's what keeps me on like a regular schedule with my dryer disc, because I feel like sometimes when I put 2 fresh ones in, it's almost like too much oomph, and then by the end of the month it's like they don't continue. So I find that alternating and just throwing one in every so often kind of keeps the bundle a little more fresh. So I have that random dryer disc, and then I also have I just started a Blue Coconut Beach, a fragrance flower at work. This is so nice. It's definitely on the lighter side of some fragrance flowers. It's not like super intense, but when you get whiffs of it, it's like perfect. It smells identical to the wax. I feel like the wax was also lighter, but I'm curious to see how the wax develops over time. Like, does it continue to get stronger? Because if so, I love it, and that would be amazing. But I do find scents that are light sometimes. I like to get them in their fragrance flower because sometimes they do a little bit better in that delivery system. Okay, I have some bricks. I have Jade and Jasmine that I just worked on like a half cube here in my office. I neglect my bricks so bad. I don't know what else to say other than that. This is like a manly lemon fresh type scent. Maybe Corey will help me work on this one a little bit. And then I did work on some Arctic Kiss. So I think I used up a whole cube worth. And the only reason I worked on this, because if you guys are not new here, you might know that I'm not really a fan of Arctic Kiss. I like it, and I used to really like it, but I'm falling out of love with it, and I don't entirely know why, but it's just every time I smell it, I'm a little bit put off. So Hannah Blazon recommended, I think she commented on one video where I was talking about not liking this, and she was like, mix it with Sugar Blossom, because I was also talking about not liking this. And so I mixed these two together. Beautiful wax melting together combination. Like, the visual appealing of it was amazing. It made them both better. I didn't love it. Like, I didn't love the scent they created, but I feel like it toned down both properties that I don't like in each. It definitely made the Sugar Blossom not so like floral pungent all over up in my mouth. Like, it made it tolerable, and it must have took whatever out of the Arctic Kiss that I like don't vibe with. Would I do this over and over again? Probably not. I do have some bars of Sugar Blossom. I would happily mix them with my brick to continue to use this up, but I don't know. It's not like something I'm going out to buy more Sugar Blossom to continue to mix, because I'll be honest, I just don't love that scent. And I also don't love Arctic Kiss. Okay, let's talk some more things. So this is the Father's Day bar, Desert Rock and Citron. Did this the other day. It's very, I think I said this in my video where I hauled this, it's very rocky. Like, it reminds me of rocks, but also it has like a bergamot or something like manly citrus with rocks. It's a very interesting combination. I feel like there's going to be a very like niche group of people who are into this. It's not going to be like a universal love, I don't feel like, personally. I also feel like if you're more on like the bakery end of the spectrum, which is probably where I would put myself, I feel like this is on like the almost direct opposite. Like, it's woodsy, citrusy, like it's just kind of a weird, I don't know, like people who like Blue Grotto and Sunkissed Citrus would probably like this. Like, that's kind of not the exact vibe I'm getting, but I feel like they're in the same genre almost of scents. Okay, Berry Fairy Tale, finish this up. Very juicy bar. This is so amazing. I think I have one more bar of it. Crap, I don't actually think that's true. I don't think I have any more bars of this. I'm not entirely positive. I got this in a swap from Australia when I ordered some Pacific Sandalwood. I did a swap with somebody and it's really good. I'm super glad I tossed it in there. If I could get my hands on more of it, I would. I know a bunch of you commented the last time I talked about it and were like, I would also get my, like, I would order a ton. So it must be a fan favorite. I do believe it used to be available in the US, is kind of the gist I was getting. Star Apple and Freesia I worked on. I worked on this on the day that was the prompt of Star Wars because I had no Star Wars and this had the word star in it. Reaching maybe, but it worked out. This is currently available in the catalog, but I had this from the collection, the Island Days, so that's why it looks this way. This is nice. But I originally had this in my club. Would I put it back in my club when it goes away this fall? I'm not sure if I would, honestly. Like, I like it, but do I love it? I don't know. I'm trying to be more honest with myself. Like, what do I actually need in my club? Which brings me to my next bar, which is Apricot Vanilla. I do love this bar and I have it in my club, but part of me is like, well, I had it in my club when it was discontinued, but now it's actually available. So I have a decent amount of it. But I'm like, do I, like, while it was going, I'm like, this is nice, but then hints of it were kind of giving me like weird peach vibes. Like, I know some people are really put off by peach, and I'm just like, I don't know that I need to like put this in my club again when it goes away. Like, it's nice to have, but I don't know that I'm like reaching for it over other discontinued bars that I would want in my club. So I don't know. I'm just trying to kind of like evaluate things to be like, are they true loves? Because I can't have every bar be a true love and keep them all in my club. Like, I just need to be more realistic with myself. So, I mean, I feel like I say this all the time, and I'm sure all of you guys can relate, but I'm just like, come on, I need to need to get it together. Melon and Apple Granita. You guys might laugh when I say this because I was like, this is coming out of the club. Corey, when we cold sniffed it, he was like, I don't like it. When it was going, I'm like, it kind of has like a weird soapiness, like something about it while warming versus on cold. It's super melon on cold, while warming it's almost like soapy in a way. So I was like, I'm taking this out of my club. Like, I don't need it. And I haven't done any club edits yet, but I was like preparing myself mentally. And then, but I had cubes left, so I was like, I'm gonna warm it again. When I warmed it again, Corey comes downstairs and he's like, wow, it smells really good in here. What's warming? And I was like, the bar you don't like. I literally was like, oh, you like it? And he was like, well, yeah, I just said I like it. Like, you know, that was a redundant statement. And I was like, well, on cold you hate it. So, and he's like, oh. I was just like, oh, like, I feel like when he makes, because he doesn't normally comment about scents. And so when he does comment, I'm just like, do you really love it? And you just like, you know, do we really need this? But I'm still going to remove this one from the club. I don't feel like he feels that passionate about it. Like, it smelled better the second time, but I was like, I'm still taking this out. Like, I'm not keeping this. It's not going to happen. Then he made that comment and I was like, oh, come on. I literally was like, do you really like it? And he was like, I just said I like what's warming in here. And I was like, but you hate it on cold. Don't you understand? And that just goes to show things really can transform versus their cold sniff and their warm sniff. Their warm like smell once they're actually melted. So if you don't love a scent on cold, I wouldn't say like throw it away. I would say melt it. I have Starburst Sky that I worked on. I have this going in the bedroom right now and it's literally filling up the whole house. One thing about our house is the master bedroom's like right off the living room and kitchen. So it's not entirely separated unless the door is closed. Like, scents really commingle. So I walked in from going out and about and I literally smelled this over what I had going in my candle crock. I was like, okay, thank you bedroom for flowing out into the whole open space. But this is really amazing. You can no longer get this. This was from the Valentine's Day collection, but some people are like, it smells like Baccarat Rouge, and there's a lot of those kind of scents going around right now. It's not identical, but I feel like it's somewhat close, so I really enjoy it. Worked on Sun Ripened Berry. This is a really good bar. It's really freaking strong. It's super, super intense. Like, this to me is a very powerhouse bar. This is something that I would warm if I have like a super like dead air space location, or if I'm like really trying to just send at the house and blow everybody out of the water. Maybe even like a day where I'm going to open up the windows to kind of get some air moving, just to like air the scent out, because this one's very strong. I'm a fan though. Cotton Candy Cookie. Worked on this one. This one is so unique. It's cotton candy and a cookie. So it's like fruity and candy, but also bakery. It's very interesting. I feel like it's kind of a nice time to warm this because it's slightly heavy, but like it's fruity and fluffy and cotton candy. Like, it's light as well, like light and airy almost. So I feel like it's a good time during like spring or even summer, but not on a super hot day, like kind of a rainy, cloudy, cold day. It's like a cozy scent to me. So I like that one. And then Sparkling Magnolia. This one is so pretty. Also, my nails kind of match it. Fun. This one is literally so pretty. I am obsessed with this scent. To me, this scent, and I know Corey disagreed when we did our club haul, but to me, this one smells like boys Abercrombie cologne and girls Abercrombie perfume, like kind of mix. It just really reminds me of an Abercrombie. And it's so beautiful. It's not just like straight up floral. And I feel like because it says magnolia, it gives the impression that it's like going to be like a champagne floral. To me personally, it's not. It's like bergamot and like, I don't even know. I feel like a hint of floral, but it's not floral. It's just like super pretty and perfumey. It's so lovely. I am a big fan. Okay, now I'm going to quickly go through the candles, and that's all for today. So here's some candles I burned. Worked a little bit on raspberry and whipped vanilla. This one is really nice. It was a lot nicer on burning than like just smelling it on cold sniff. It was so much more like rich and deep. I feel like on cold I'm like, it's raspberry. Like, it's very tart and kind of heavy in a way. But I feel like while it was burning, the vanilla kind of came out. It just like was a little deeper and richer. And so I was like, this isn't as heavy and tart as I was expecting. The notes are pink, raspberry, strawberry, vanilla bean, and sugared lemon drops. And maybe like that lemon note kind of came out a little bit more. I feel like on cold, all I smell is raspberry. But while it was burning, it was a lot nicer. So there was that one. I worked on Radiant Sky. This one is so summery. Look at those mushroom tops. This one is very summery. It's very citrus as well, which normally isn't my thing, but I just love the packaging, I have to be honest here. Rays of Sunshine, Golden Mango, Juicy Lychee. I feel like it's just like very tart fruits and kind of citrusy. I don't know, very much a like house cleaning out the scent though. So I feel like that one's going to be nice for more of the summertime if we're cooking anything like fish or, you know, just things like that that really smell at the house. Endless Weekend. This one is so intense on cold, but it's actually really nice while it's going in a bigger space. The notes are fresh summer mandarin, sun-kissed magnolia, and blue coconut water. This one I feel like leans a lot floral, like a lot of floral. I don't really get coconut entirely. I get a lot of floral, but in the open concept, this was a lot nicer because it had just room to breathe. This would also be a nice one with the windows open, because if I did it in my office here, I probably would have gotten choked out, I'll be honest. And then Springtime in Paris. This is another floral, but very pretty. Soft peach, lotus blossom, fresh bergamot. This is not a candle I typically go for, but it's kind of just, like, it just smells really good. Like, it smells very fresh and just a hint of floral. Like, if I wouldn't have physically picked this up and smelled it, I probably never would have bought it. But honestly, I think the bergamot helps, and it says soft peach, so maybe there's more going on, you know, than just floral. But I feel like reading the notes and seeing the label, I was like, this is going to be a floral, but I picked it up and I was like, that's actually really pretty. Very nice for spring. So that's everything I have been warming and burning. Let me know what you guys have been working on as well. I feel like we're kind of in that spring to kind of summer in some places transition. So it's kind of a weird time. But I'm excited to hear what you guys are working on. This is what I have. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.